Deke? I've been, thinking about what you were saying about doing something to make a difference around here, pay back the camp.
I'm listening.
Do you got a few minutes? I want to show you something.
Yeah, guess I can spare you a minute or two.
So where are we heading? You ever been up to the caves north of the lake?
I know 'em. Come on, see if you can keep up.
Okay, let's go.
I got march duty anyway this morning. Gotta see if any freaks are stuck in the muck up
咱
that
们现在
way.
就差给
When's the
摩
last
托
time you
车
went
升
up there?
级了，给摩
In
托
a few
摩托
years,
车
I
安
guess.
装那
Now
个
the
带腰包
board
就
used
好
to
了。
live in that damn
咱们
cave.
呢去
Old
打
man
丧
said
尸
he
就
fancied
好打一
himself a
些，
geologist.
就是不怎么缺子弹。
Sounds like we got a couple. Freaks stuck in the mud, I mean.
Here, let me take care of him.
All right, I guess I can let you
Not a lot of ammo left.
Hey, Skizzo's just found a new man for the job.
You know what Skizzo can go do.
Anyway, as I was saying, you spend hours talking about how all these caves were formed when lava flows would harden on the outside, but the molten cores would still flow like buried rivers. You got the big caves that drew in the tourists, like Matoli's up there. There's way more than that. Riddled all over these parts.
Okay, we're coming up on the
哇，
highway.
前面
We
有
gotta
丧
be
尸群呢
quiet.。All right, get down.
Jesus Christ! This is why you brought me out here? Smell a bunch of goddamn freaks?
Yeah. Okay. Come on, follow me.
Wait. Follow him. Where the hell are we going?
You'll see. Come on. Don't get too close. Stay down.
这个规模丧尸群属于超大型丧尸群了，最大的。
Just what the hell are we doing, Deke? This doesn't seem all that smart, even for a goddamn drifter.
Hold up. You remember telling me about how the tourists used to flood up from California in the summer, choke off Highway 97 and the I-5 freeway?
Yeah, in July, folks smelled almost as bad as these here freaks.
Well, you weren't wrong about one thing. These freaks, the big groups, the ones that some call hordes, I think they're the reason we can't get their numbers down.
What do you mean?
Think about it, man. I've been out here in the shit collecting bounties for more than a year. Boozer, too. Ricky, Skizzo, a few others. How many freaks you think I killed?
A few.
A few. Yeah, but their numbers never go down.
You got a point?
It's these hordes. Every night there's a steady stream of them up and down the Santiam Highway. Thousands of freaks pouring into the Lost Lake Valley north of the Cascades.
And you think they're coming up from California? Highway's closed off. No one's been south of the Santiam Pass in years.
It's not closed off to the hordes. Freaks are the reason it's closed off.
Well,
Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that the hordes come in every night. Not a goddamn thing we can do to stop them.
Well, you got that much right. Lost more than a few men trying to back in the day.
Yeah, I know. I was there. And every horde that comes through leaves a few stragglers or gets busted up and scatters, and just like that, freaks everywhere as far as the eye can see.
You don't need to see them to know that they're around.
We figure out a way to stop the hordes coming through. Maybe we can make some headway, reduce their numbers.
Make it safer. Free up more farmland, irrigation.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do we do that? You know goddamn well you can't take on a whatever you call it, a horde?
This is how.
I'll be goddamn.
Yeah. They stay in there all day, hibernating or whatever the hell freaks do.
So what are you thinking, that we
Yep.
blow it the hell up?
Stick it dynamite there, there, and there. We bring down a mountain of rock. We seal this shit up.
Yeah, so we trap a few hundred inside. What good is that gonna do?
No, you don't get it. We seal this cave. Maybe they don't got no place to sleep. Or maybe this trail of piss and shit dries out, goes stale, and others stop coming.
Alright. Alright. You get my attention. Okay, come on, let's head back.
All right. My knees are warmed up a bit. Let's see if you can keep up.
Yeah, okay.
Tell me, when does being out in the shit make you an expert on freaks? You spend your spare time just following them around, seeing what makes them tick?
Not exactly.
And how do you know about all this? About what a horde's gonna do, where they sleep?
A few days ago, I was riding north of Belknap Crater when a chopper flew by.
A chopper? What the hell?
Just listen to me. It was a black chopper. One of those Nero choppers that used to fly all over the goddamn place when the shit was going down.
And you saw one, still flying.
I followed them. I stole one of their radios. I've been trying to track them down, see if they have a base around here. Supplies. Shit, I mean, see if the feds are still alive, you know what I'm saying? They're out here doing field work of some kind on the freaks. They're studying them.
They got resources to do that, while we're out here starving, fighting to...
I followed them up to the Grotto Caves. You know the ones?
Yeah.
They had motion sensors set up, measuring how many freaks used the cave during the day, and, Mike, it was thousands.
That right.
They said freaks all up and down the Cascade Range, south of Crater Lake and north up to Smith Rock, all used these lava tube caves to hibernate. So, we blow up those caves, maybe we have a few less to deal with.
Hey, this idea of yours, it's got some merit, but... a job like that, it's gonna take a fair amount of TNT.
You said you wanted help making Lost Lake safer. This is how we do it.
All right, look. There's some things I gotta do, okay? But you meet me at the bridge in a couple of minutes. I know where we can find some.
St. John. You were supposed to be up at the farm an hour ago. My guy said he's got a shovel waiting for you.
Yeah, Skizzo, about that, I'm busy. See, Iron Mike and I, we're just heading out on a run.
You and Iron Mike. You'll get your ass up that way today. Or you and your gimp boyfriend are gonna find yourselves out in the shit. You hear me? Without a goddamn paddle.
What do you want?
Yeah, I'll get right on
下
that.
次咱
St.
们
John
再
out.
遇到研究所的时候，咱们升级那个血量。
Can I help you?
You got something to say about it?
Ready? Where are we headed? This time you're gonna have to trust me.
Okay, where are we going?
You know what they used to mine all around these parts?
Yeah, mercury or something.
That's right, cinnabar. They extracted mercury from cinnabar. Folks back east think it was gold mines out here, and silver. Not so. Back in the early 1900s, cinnabar was worth more than gold. To operate the mine, you need TNT for expansion, blowing out new tunnels, clearing cave-ins, that sort of shit. And to own TNT, you had to register with the county, keep copies of the keys to all your lockboxes with the commissioner.
Wait, the county courthouse? Where the hell is that?
Thought you knew. It's in the old federal building.
The old federal building. The one in Sherman's camp. Jesus, Mike. What the hell? You told me... You told me that you were never setting foot in that place again.
Did I? I don't recall.
You were drunk right after Joe was killed.
Did I tell you why?
No.
Here! Turn right, here! This is it!
Mike, the place is gonna be crawling out. I don't think this is a good idea.
Weather holds, we'll be safe enough. All right. That there? It's the old federal building. That's where we're headed.
Let's not go looking for trouble. Stay out of the buildings. Come on. We gotta head over this way.
哎，我刚刚看这附近有个警车拿去，这个手枪，这个冲锋枪没有子弹了。
Where are we headed?
Just follow me.
恐惧
You'll
啊
be on the commission.
来自于子弹不
And
足啊
you。know where he is? Where his body is?
Yeah, I think I do.
You heard what happened here.
Yeah. Everybody got wiped out, man, woman, and child. Only a few got out, and you were one of them, right?
Only 2 got out. Me and Nora. But it wasn't the freaks that took us out.
What do you mean?
Here.
What the hell, Mike?
2 weeks in. The ammo was gone. 2 sides called a truce. A meeting. Right here. Oh, we knew what was coming. We knew what was coming and we were prepared. Fight didn't last long. But it was bad. They had ammunition left after all, and... well, oh, hell, you can see what they did. Like I said, 2 people walked out of this town after all was said and done. And some days... I wish the hell one of them wasn't me. Commissioner's over there in the bean counter suit. Go get the key so we can get the hell out of here.
You didn't give a damn about sealing the caves. You brought me here because you brought me here because you wanted me to see this.
Not true. All right, you got the key. We're gonna go get the maps to those mines, just like I said, and we're gonna get more than enough TNT to seal every cave in the valley.
Bullshit.
You are right about one thing. I'm not sorry you've seen it.
Not following you, Mike.
I am talking about the war that's coming. With the Rippers. The one that Skizzo's so hot for. You think he cares how many die? On either side? Never mind. Come on, let's get this done.
哎，前面正好有2辆警车。
Here's the door.
Place is locked up tight.
Yes.
Come on. Gotta find a way upstairs.
Smells like something died in here.
Newts. Yeah, I smell them. Bad business. Never much like kids.
They always tended to get on my nerves. It was always the sore spot between me and my Elizabeth. Okay. All right, this is it. Now we got maps to every mine in the county showing where they stored their dynamite. Okay, come on.
完了，来人了。
Hear that? Yeah.
Were you expecting anyone?
Nope.
Do you have my back here?
Hey, I don't like starting trouble, but I'll finish it if I have to.
Stay behind me.
Hey, I could take care of myself.
I'm not saying you can't, but remember the last time that we were out in the shit?
Yeah, like I said, I'm staying behind you.
That's all of them. Let's go.
Right behind you.
Stay down.
I got you.
Freaks.
They're bringing the whole goddamn town down.
Breakers!
先让他们解决。
Stay down. There we go. More bounties.
这枪不好用，太飘了。这用这钻珠打，要不行，要老是往天上射。
Doing all the hard work for us.
Yeah, come on. Keep it up, old man.
那边还有狙。
Finally.
There's the bikes. Come on.
Jesus, what a mess!
Now you know why no one goes into Sherman's camp.
Eddie finds out you're out here risking your ass like this, she's gonna be pissed.
Now how would she find out about something like that?
Not from me. So about the Rippers, why you wanted me to see that shit?
No, Deke. I always saw a bit of myself in you. Back in the day.
How's that?
Don't give a shit. Oh, you care about your friend. Don't want to see him die, but me? Any other goddamn person on the planet? I don't think so.
Caring will just get you killed.
Yeah, that's right. Thing is, not caring will get you killed just as easy. Good folks of Sherman Camp did was stop caring about anyone but themselves and their own. Easy to kill a man when he's just some piece of meat standing between you and what you need. Skizzo wants to kill Rippers because he don't think they're human anymore. You don't count. You're standing in the way of what he wants. Well, I don't buy into that shit. I won't have it. You know, Skizzo, he wonders why I'm a pacifist. That's what he likes to call me. He thinks I'm gonna get everybody killed.
Well, are you, Mike? Are you gonna get everyone killed?
Freaks aren't gonna be around forever. Now, when they're gone, we're gonna need some folks around here to help pick up the pieces. Hey, look, hey. I don't like Carlos and his Rippers any more than I like Tucker or Copeland and his goddamn truthers. All right, but look. Here's the thing, Deke. I'm not going out of my way to kill any of them. I've had my share of killing.
Even if Carlos comes for you?
My truce will hold. You can bet on that.
Hey there.
What's going on, Blair?
这个咱们先用不着。
Mike, I ain't gonna bet on that. Your truce ain't gonna hold. Yeah, for once I agree with Skizzo. The Rippers, they ain't human. Not anymore.
因为咱们身上备那
Good.
个
Come back soon, huh?
Yeah, see you around.
这个枪啊，MG45啊，要是再换一把特殊武器啊，这个 M45就没有了。这枪是咱们捡的，只有买才能有。
You need
咱
something?
们先留着。
Just looking around.
我去，这一下子2000我。这先不着急吧，先不着急弄。
Come back if you remember what you want. Let me know if you need anything.
Thanks.
I wonder how Boozer's holding up. I guess I should go check him. Hope he's awake.
Deacon St. John, this is Lost Lake. Come in.
Yeah, Mike, speak.
Heard you brought in Shane Riley, but when I went to the shack to question him, he wasn't there.
Yeah, about that, Mike. I tried to bring him in. I really did, but he, well, put up a hell of a fight. So he didn't leave me much choice, Mike. He did.
Remember what I
哦
said
前面这有个巢
about how we
穴
do，things around here.
Yeah, Mike, I remember.
Lost Lake out.
咱们去解决一下。
I gotta finish burning out this infestation zone.
Him in, I really did, but he, well, put up a hell of a fight. So he didn't leave me much choice, Mike. He didn't.
Remember what I said about how we do things around here.
Yeah, Mike, I remember.
Lost Lake out.
Thanks, Ricky. Another nest. Let's go. Come on. There we go.
Deke, you gotta hurry.
Ricky, what's going on?
That guy we've been looking for, Eric Lynch, who murdered Camel and Reed at the farm.
The Lynch man. Son of a bitch.
You know where he is?
Yes, yeah, he's on the north shore at the old boat launch. Skizzo wanted to go after him, but Iron Mike said to get you.
I'll get to him.
Thanks, Deke. Hurry. Deacon, you there?
Yeah, Ricky, what's up?
I just wanted to say I'm sorry about what happened to Boozer.
Yeah, probably not as sorry as he is.
Look, Addie wanted you to know that if you hadn't brought her that listed knife, Boozer would be in a hell of a lot more pain right now.
Yeah, well, it just made it easier for you to carve him up. Sorry as he is.
Look, Addie wanted you to know that if you hadn't brought her that listed knife, Boozer would be in a hell of a lot more pain right now.
Yeah, well, it just made it easier for you to carve him up.
Anyway, we hope he makes it. He's my friend too, you know?
Hey, listen, thanks for bringing us in, Ricky.
I gotta go. Deacon out.
Deke, this is tough.
Brian, I'm at one of your beacons, the one outside of Rogue Camp.
Drifter, St. John, copy that.
Why am I here?
I show, helo incoming to that location now. Be ready. O'Brien out.
That's why I'm here.
St. John, they should have arrived at your location. Do you see them?
Yeah, kinda hard to miss. What do you need me to do?
Get close to the researcher. Remember, you have to stay in their proximity or I can't intercept their data.
I need the area secured now.
Yeah, I get it.
Standing by.
Okay, I gotta place a tracker on that chopper.
All good. All clear.
Let's just gotta clean around.
You sure we're locked down?
Got it. Brian, tracker's set. Should be getting telemetry.
Copy that. Yes, we're ready.
Here he is.
No, 2060. We've now completed a survey of 24 nesting sites, including those at Marion Forks, the Pioneer Cemetery, the Cascade Highway lumber site, the truck stop on the old Belknap Road. What was that called again?
Crazy Willie's.
Yes, very rustic and touristy. Some things about the old world I don't miss. The Crazy Willie's, south of the Belknap crater.
I got a question, Doc.
Sure, it's not like I'm busy or anything.
The nests. Why do they build them?
We don't know.
Why do they only build them in, buildings, structures, cabins, things like that?
We have a theory that
I mean, we never see them where wild animals would build them. In trees or out in the wilderness, only houses.
you finished.
Sorry.
The guys back at the lab have a theory. I'm sure when they're ready to talk about it, they'll come rushing down to the barracks to let you know.
Jesus. Just asking. I see things too, Wasn't always a grunt,
Can I continue?
Sure.
South of Belknap Crater. Some areas of the Belknap Wilderness were not surveyed due to the proximity of nesting sites to human encampments. In particular, a large camp at...
Salome Hot Springs.
Yes. Salome. On Herod's birthday, she danced before them, whereupon he promised with an oath to give her whatsoever she would ask. She said, "Give me the head of John the Baptist," and the king was struck sad. Quite the name for a resort.
Oh, shit.
Again, some things about the old world I don't miss.
Upload complete. Yeah. The Bible? Now they're reciting Bible verses. That must be nice. Flying all over hell and gone and finding time to read. Jesus, O'Brien. Done. Okay, now I just gotta get the hell out of here before one of them spots me.